Sanbonani. Today I am encouraged by two videos I've seen today. One video was sent by the chairperson of KZN province of Black First Land First, BLF, that is Comrade Dlamini. So that video encouraged me to say, no, let me continue with what I've been trying to do, even if some other people will be interested and try to pay attention to what we are trying to say. And I believe that the chairperson, our chairperson of KZN province, Comrade Za, circulated that video because there was a good message in it. So that video, there is a gentleman, because asina identification yakhe, but we are interested and we are captured by a presentation yakhe ebukisimo naye esenzeke ezweni lethu sihlezi kulona. And i-presentation yakhe nami ingivuselele ukuthi no, let me continue nama video ebengwenza, and which I'm sure they will not conflict with the agenda of our organization BLF. So in that video, that gentleman talks about the importance of land as the caterpillar of everything that we need in life to satisfy our needs. So kule video kumention izinto eziningi as an example ukuthi yini iland esinika yona. Wabala ukuthi uma ubona indlu la bekhomba ngayo ukuthi usemende uqhamuka emhlabathini, isihlabathi siqhamuka kwiland, indlu yakho phezulu kweland, and so on. So I like that. And then I like the fact that he said there is no need to form other political parties, which is a sentiment that I'm sharing. That if I've been studying and reflecting on what we are doing, and I've also seen that lento yokulokhu sikanjwa ama-political parties, it divides us in such a way ukuthi emva kwalama election nje, even la ka 2019, I've been looking at ama-political parties anjengo PAC, AZAPO, BLF, APC. Uma usubheka kuma-polls, I'm magnifying i-presentation yalo comrade, and I like it. And if ikhona indlela yokuhlangana naye, one would be very happy ukuthi khona abantu abasacabanga ngale ndlela. Because I even told one guy la kamash kwi-ward yethu 104 ukuthi, but look comrade, you are PAC, I'm BLF, there's AZAPO, there's APC. We have all competed in these negotiations. and each one of us has got votes that are with us. But what is the disadvantage is that 4 or 5 of us, the votes that we got did not qualify us to have a counselor or a PR if it's a PR. Because we don't work together. Or why should we be so many parties talking on one thing? So I like I'm interested in what that comrade said. He further alluded that the issue of land is an economic issue, which is correct. So as BLF, we are spot on because our main agenda is the returning back of our land, which was stolen by white settlers. So I was very fascinated with the presentation of that comrade, as well as the proposed program. Because personally, I'm pragmatic. I don't like theories. Every time theory. Like we are very unfortunate now. We are too much on social media. We speak too much on social media. We are very good in social media, but we can't have meetings. We can't have actions, valid actions. So I like the fact that that comrade is projecting a certain programs after Easter holidays. I like that. And that's why I'm saying if there is a way to get hold of that comrade, really, I will be part of the program, because now he is talking about bread and butter issue. Bread and butter issue. And then the second video that has captured my interest is the video that I was listening today in the morning as well, from a guy that called Labautu Amawela Chesterville. He was reflecting on this coming long weekend, that people are going to different congregations, saying, he used the example of uniforms, ukuthi abantu bazobe begqoka ama-uniform, but lama uniform bona abawaproduce bona emabandleni abo, bawathenga kwezinye izizwe. And that is a very profound and progressive statement esenziwe yiwele laseChesterville. And the second thing elithachile ile yokuthi asilwe silwele izinto esifunela sizenze thina, silwele enye into njobe linganisa operation Dudule. I find it he's correct, comrade. Asiwulwele upetrol, as-analyze lo petrol, othi munyuka unyusa imali yesinkwa, unyuse ngisho imali yegwinya e-tuck shop. Asubheki lo petrol ukuthi yini eyenza ukuthi iprice yawo ikhule. And he was correct ukuthi ngisho singasusa bani singalwa nobani, but masingalwi izinto ezis-affectayo, senze izinto eziphilisa thina. Njengoba esho ukuthi if amasonto ama-uniform manufacture amasonto badayiselane bona esontweni, ama-uniform ey'kole ulinganise kahle ukuthi ama-uniform ey'kole asizukwathenga esitolo sama-Christian, siyothenga esitolo sama-Muslim kaJam. And I'm saying today ukuze ngimalanga ngoba ngithi but yini esingayenza ukubuyisa abantu bakithi silwele into ekuyiyona yona. And into engenza ukuthi ngiyithande le khulunywa iwele laseShestaville, in one of ama-videos engiwenzile, ama-live videos ku-Facebook, I even use i-example ukuthi siyahamba impela siyomasha lapha sithi uRupert, sithi ubani, but asinayo i-supermarket or rather isitolo esinjengo-Spar sabantu bakithi. Sithi silwa la siyaphinda futhi masiqeda ukumasha siyothenga idrink kaSpar, siyothenga idrink kaCheckers. Asinaso sethi isitolo thina abantu. But kanti yini le kwamaphi? What stopped us? Kamashu, ngihlala kamashu mina kaJi, nguVusi Mhlaba. Sikhulela kunezitolo zabantu ekwakuthiwa amaphumulo ezitolo, which were known in the entire township. Kunezitolo kwakuthiwa kwaSifiso, izitolo kuthiwa kaMnguni kodika kamashu. But where are all, even their generation, ziphi ingane zabo on that? Instead, kuqhibuka ama-car wash, spending lot of thousands of rands kuthenga utshwala ko-Tops, ko-Shoprite. Still we are buying liquor from i-outlet yomlungu. It's not for the people. Elokishini. So I'm saying iwele laseShestaville was spot on. But mina ke comrade leli kade likhuluma ngendaba yeland nokuthi let us go underground if bengezwe. Now comrade iwele laseShestaville, I am saying, and I've been trying, ngithi why kunganjani sibe nento esingayibiza noma ngabe isemina noma iforum once a month, ngoba ukukhuluma la ko social media akusizi. Sibe ne-meeting siyodiscussa lezi zinto, and will force media izoforceleka ukuthi izosilalela, and that is where we'll come up with program of action. Ngoba nalo mfethu bekhuluma ngendaba yeland newele nje bade likhuluma seShestaville li correct. Ungahamba wonke amalokishi lama zayizayi onama tuck shop awathathanga ngenkani kubantu bakithi. They hired them, they rent them to our people, which means our people has failed to run their businesses. Afika wona athatha over. And if you want to see, ungaya nango-9 ebusuku e-tuck shop e-runway i-foreign, u2 liter we-drink uzowuthola ngemali ongayuthola ngayo kaSpar. Now, which means lento sibuyele emuva ukuthi lento ka-operation Dudula somewhere it doesn't make sense, because instead of coming together sihlale nabo lantu sibabuze, si-check ukuthi what is happening. So okunye-ke kwezinto okubuye kubuyele back ngizibuza ukuthi okusho ukuthi upresident we-Black First Land First is always correct as leader esinikeza i-thinking, because uyabona na ukuthi njengamanje kade ulalele disc club abakhulumi ngama-Somalian, bakhuluma ngama-Zimbabwean, abakhulumi ngama-Ethiopian, bakhuluma ngama-Zimbabwe. But in all this usuyayibuza ukuthi umshiyelana umlungu ngoba nomlungu uyi-foreigner, uyi-settler, akayena wala e-Africa. Why do you leave umlungu outside? If usuthi ufuna ukuzenzela into zakho, are you saying ufuna ukuzenza nomlungu kodwa ufuna ukuzenza nomuntu wala eAfrica? Because if for operation Dudula they are fighting lento yokuba yongena ko spa ko mash o chicken licky no ban. I think into eshiwo yiwe la Sisterville would make sense. Asilweli leyo nto. We're not fighting for that. We are fighting something else, which is not going to benefit us at the end of the day. So I salute you, Comrade Lily, lale video ekhuluma ngeland, and I'm looking forward. If bengikwazi ukufollowish, I would have do that. Ngikufollowish because I'm waiting for that program. Kwiwele Chesterville, what we have said today, it's good, it's progressive, but sikwenza kanjani practical? Sibe nama-meeting ngisho singaqala su-13 sogcina sifikile ku-50 abantu sikhulume izinto ezisi-affectayo. Because mangiza nje i-example ka-petrol, le government ithi le yonke lenye imali mhlawumbe engaphezu ka-10 rand elithini imali ebenzela isikhwama se-RAF, i-Road Accident Fund. But you can't find another way yokufunda i-Road Accident Fund except ukuthi unyusa upetrol, ubone ukuthi unyusa ama-price okudla. Right now, a basic food like bread, it's plus 17 rand right now. In the country, ekade ivaliwe ene-roller door, kunede kwangena uCyril Ramaphosa as a president, i-South Africa ene-roller door. Kwavala abantu baphelelwa imisebenzi, kwaba nje. Ama-price are going up like hell. But awukwazi ukuthi government of the people ucabangele abantu. Can't you think of another initiative ukuthi ke lo RAF uzofunda kanjani? Because nalo RAF une corruption eningi eyenziwa yilama organization babizwa ngani funeral services. Nakhona kuba njena nje ngoba there is no patriotism. Umuntu uvela yenza ibhili yento ka2 rand ayenza ibhili ka 45 rand. Into ebengakhost u20 rand because u2 rand because igear police yafika nalento yokuthi zicabangele wena wedwa ungacabangeli abanye abantu. So Comrade, thanks. I want to thank Comrade Dlamini. I don't know where you got that video, but I was fascinated. Well, in Chesterville, if I have a power, we would have meetings with people who wants to analyze things, endorsing this notion that really we don't need political parties. We don't need another political parties, comrades. They've been formed. The situation of a black person is the same. Today, the whole day, the Stratcom television is showing us the disaster caused by rain, particularly in KZN. But I'm saying, comrade, they are now estimating 253 people who has passed away because of this traumatic rain. But I want to assure you, there is no white person in this 253. No white person is included in this 253. Then again, I go back to the proposition by Comrade Andile Mqitama, the president of Black First Land First, where he said, these tormenting rains are deliberate and manufactured by the white monopoly capital. Now I want to check if I'm reflecting everything. I want to check. I'm reflecting whether, how can I say he is not correct? He is not correct because there is this rain. No white person is affected, has died. It's only black people. It's only black people. Right now they are showing you people at Ntuzuma where 7 people were swept away by a river. You look at the situation, the condition people are living in it. Nothing we see from Durban North, nothing we see from Umhlanga that affected the lives of the people at Umhlanga. There at Umdloti, yes, on the road, but houses are not affected. So these things, comrade, they call for us to come together and rethink, because this thing of tender system has never assisted us for 29 years. It has never assisted us. You see, in our country, we are talking about an unemployment which is more than 40%. So if this gear policy with its privatization assist the majority of people, so we cannot be talking of so much percentage of unemployment. Thus, comrade, I'm appealing to everyone, and again, I'm repeating, because I've also tried to say, where are the retired teachers and lawyers and judges? Because these people are purported to be educated. Where are they to come in together and talk the truth? Talk the truth, speak the truth. We don't see people, like legal practitioners now, they are nowhere. We are listening to these handed down judgments by this constitutional court right now, which are confusing. But it will be a subject of another day where we will just try to unpack it. The report of Thuli Madonsela about Inkandla. Yes, we may say I support Jacob Zuma. Yes, I support Jacob Zuma on the basis of what he did for us. But if you have read the report of Thuli Madonsela, there are a lot of gaps in that report. So you cannot use a report that has got gaps to take a decision on it. And other gaps are very fundamental. Let me give an example of one of them in that report of Thuli Madonsela. Nathi Mthethwa, I won't call him a comrade because they sell out. Nathi Mthethwa, when he was a minister, he tabled this document of declaring the homestead of Comrade Jacob Zuma as a national key point. He's the one. And it was debated in National Assembly. One of the resolution was that Comrade Jacob Zuma will pay for the security features and claim that money from SARS. That is what the document, the decision said in the National Assembly. And then the amount of money of budget, which was 36 million, was then resolved. But when you go to Thuli Madonsela's report, somewhere it says workers as far as they know, the employees of Department of Works, is that President Zuma was the one who was going to pay this 36 million and recover it by making claim to SARS. But when they check with Nathi Mteto somersaulted and said, no, Jacob Zuma is not going to pay that money. I think that point is fundamental, is pertinent for an investigator to ignore it. Because we don't hear Thuli Madonsela interviewing Nathi Mteto on this aspect. We don't find him. We don't find it doing that. So it's one of them, comrade. You go to this State Capture Commission, chaired by Zondo. Firstly, comrade, on my view, there must be a prima facie case before you proceed. That's the first point. The first two witnesses which were key was Frankie Mento and Jonas who? That guy who was a deputy finance minister. But what is important when we're listening carefully, all the allegations made by Frankie Mento in evidence in chief, the investigators of the commission, when they go and verify them, they were all not been found. One of them, that Frankie Mento on that day was in Johannesburg, where she claims that she was consulted by Gupta family and promised a ministerial position. So how can you have a report from a false statement? Jonas Mcebisi, his agent in chief did not hold what? You are a deputy minister. We are meeting somebody who is nothing. We are meeting somebody who is nothing, but we are a minister. And we are coming from a meeting, official meeting. We are not told where were his bodyguards. And remember, these bodyguards were using our tax to pay them. Where were they? How can the whole deputy minister get into the car driven by somebody and not knowing where he was going to? That were his words. He did not know where he was going to. So those are the things, comrades. But it needs us all. Where are the educators, retired educators, lawyers, whoever? Where are we? Brian Malief made allegations against Ramaphosa in relation to the matter of SAA. Mashele Koko did that. The late Ben Gubane did that. But that part was not dispensed. We did not hear Cyril Ramaphosa being interrogated in terms of that he used the war room, ultra-virus, as Brian Malief alleged. That part was not cleared. And all that at that time was a chairperson of a particular organization, company under Glencore. So all those things not dispensed. But today we are listening that we're waiting for the report. Some people, and these clever blacks, these people of wearing tires and coats every day, they are very nonsensical. They don't assist our community. You go to Ace Magashule's allegation. Ace Magashule is alleging that the company chaired by Ramaphosa did not finish its project but was paid. And no one is following that one. But I believe if we good people can come together, we make noise out of these things. We make noise out of these things. It will get the attention of our community. So I thank you, comrade. I will continue because my presentation was centered in the issue of money, the buying power of our money, of the money that we get. Because looking at things that in our country are happening, I was saying, no, it is deliberate that we must have money that does not assist us to get the basic needs as human beings. So I'll continue, comrade. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chairperson, our Chairperson, Comrade Zah, for the video you sent. I thank you.